Good afternoon and welcome to the Windsor Star's Net News at Noon. I'm Craig Pearson, bringing you the best from the paper and the web. Condolences continue to pour in for Bob Probert, the legendary NHL tough guy who became a quintessential family man and community booster. Probert died at 45 on Monday after suffering extreme chest pain aboard a boat on Lake St. Clair. Fans of the Windsor native and former Red Wing have filled more than 50 pages online on the Windsor Star's condolences book. That book is still open if you'd like to leave a comment yourself. Ontario Provincial Police are still looking for details regarding the killing of a lakeshore puppy named Stanley. The dog was thrown from outside through the family's home's glass window and left to hang to death by its own leash inside. Anyone with information should call the OPP or Crime Stoppers. One person was transported to hospital this morning after a fire broke out at a Lugoyo condominium. The fire broke out on a second floor, and firefighters estimate that about $30,000 in damage was caused. 3 women and 2 girls were arrested and faced criminal charges after a brawl at a LaSalle condominium. Police went to the condo Monday following a call saying that several females were fighting. And it's not just about video games for some youth in Windsor. About 170 young thinkers are in town for the prestigious Canadian Youth Chess Championship, which starts today. All in all, including all the people who are supporting them, there's more than 500 people in town here to watch some of the youngsters compete for a variety of chess titles. And good news for Windsor's Chrysler assembly plant. The Volkswagen Routan isn't headed for the scrapyard as some rumors suggested it might. Volkswagen spokesman Peter Viney told the Windsor Star's Grace Macaluso that production of the Routan will continue. And speaking of locally produced, Windsor Star food dude Ted Whipp has a piece coming out tomorrow talking about how local restaurateurs are using locally produced food in their restaurants as much as they can. Why are they doing that?
Well, isn't it simple? You have food available in your neighborhood. Why don't you put it on the plate? So restaurants are working on how to do that, how to get more fresh ingredients, how to cook with it, how can they serve it so that the consumer will come back.
I guess one of the questions is, if it's produced right here, you think, well, that's really easy. But in fact, it takes a little bit more work to get locally produced foods to the table.
There are distribution systems and suppliers and that sort of thing. But you have now a number of young chefs who are very impassioned, very energetic about connecting with the growers. And the waiters get to tell the story of how that food was grown and came to the table.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
So actually, these are obviously the more experienced waiters, but those kinds of waiters will be able to talk to you a little bit about locally produced food.
It gives them a story.
Hey, why would a restaurateur want to use locally produced food?
Fresh is best.
Fresh is best, that's right.
And for the customer, if the food tastes good, not much else matters.
Right, and why do you think that locally produced food does seem to have a more flavor to it?
It's in season, it's familiar, we know what a tomato tastes like, it didn't travel. Many of the restaurants don't want to deal with large corporations, they want to go local and go with the local economy.
What are some of the local foods we might hope to see on our plate at a restaurant?
Produce, but different kinds of produce. You may see some striped tomatoes coming up on your
striped
plate.
Tomato.
You may see all-natural beef, grain-fed beef, lamb, all kinds of different items.
Pork, maybe, yeah.
Pork, sure. Berkshire pork, the trendy pig that's making a lot of news.
Cheese, wine, anything like that?
Cheese, local wines, breads. We have such a basket of groceries available.
Excellent. So not just for your home, but in the restaurant. Let's have some locally produced fare.
That's right.
Ted, it's always a pleasure having you come on to talk about food and whatnot.
Thank you so much.
That's all we have time for today, but please click on by tomorrow for some more Net News at Noon.